All right, what's going on, guys? How we doing? How we doing? Let me know if you can hear me all good. Morning, Cheddar, Cypress, Mellow. Can you hear me? Sweet, sweet. All right, as usual, give a few minutes here for everyone to join in. Good morning, Haraya. How you 10 Penny, what's going on? Yep, we're live right now. So we're just giving a few minutes here for more people to join. Talisman, what's going on? How you doing?
Hey, Dilly, all good, thanks. I'm sure it's going to be a great stream.
Yeah, I think so. We got the Weekend Warriors in here. A few more minutes here. Let some more people join in before we start. So those of you that are new to the group, welcome. If you don't know what Woodsbot is, we have a number of bots. We have 25 plus different bots. If you don't know what those bots are, we have done previous streams where I run through them, as well as we have a YouTube which shows you all of the bots that we offer and how to trade with them. We've been doing these live streams every single week as well now, where I get on and teach you guys more extensively how to trade with the bots. And we will continue running these. I want to teach you guys and I want to give you guys the keys to these bots to make money in these markets every single day, regardless of the conditions. We had ranging PA for a few weeks, and that's what we covered, how to trade ranging PA with the bots. We went over that pretty extensively, as we had like 3 weeks of that. This week we'll go over how to trade a breakout of a range, because we just had that, as well as how to position into swing plays for those who swing trades more. Give another minute here for some more people to join. And then, as always, we'll have like a live Q&A where you guys can ask me any questions about Woodsbot itself, the bots that we offer, trading in general, psychology of trading, execution, basically anything. So if you guys have any questions that you've built up or that you have about Woodsbot since you've joined, just keep those and we'll have a time for that. And please feel free to ask anything. There's no stupid questions. This is how we all learn. This is how we all grow. So yeah, this will be recorded as well for anyone who misses it or has to cut out early or anything. So give another minute here. My dishwasher's running in the back. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Just let me know. If you can, I'll just shut it off. Nice, Raya. Joining at 2 a.m. Respect. Something to look forward to that moving forward, starting next stream, we're going to be getting traders from the group on. So I've been giving you guys, I've done like 6, 7 of these live streams this year. We're going to get other people on to give their perspective on how to trade, how they use the bots, how they wake up, build a bias, execute their trades and things like that. So that's something to look forward to. I think we have a lineup of like 3, 4, 5 people coming on for the next streams that are going to give you guys more of an insight as to how they use the bots. So definitely something to look forward to. We've seen a lot of members come in. I'll just shout out Panda right away. Like, we've seen members come in over, I'm not even sure how long he's been here, but he started getting active about a month and a half ago, kind of the start of this year, and just mad results already. Like, you can see in the P&L channels, he's absolutely killing the bots. It's impressive to see. So we love seeing members come in, learn real quick, pick the things up, get active in the community. So we're going to keep fostering that. We're going to bring the ones up who are killing it, and they're going to give you more of a perspective of how they use the bots. All right, I think we got enough people in here for now. It's been 5 minutes anyway, so
Delia, before you start, like I would just like to tell everyone here a little bit speech about market.
Yep, absolutely.
Um, yeah. So 1 second, let me get some. Sorry about that. Very. Can everyone hear me clearly? It's a bit noisy.
Yep, I can hear.
Yes. Oh, I got disconnected. Sorry. Okay, I'm here. So basically, guys, like I know that the markets are brutal. I know for some of you it feels heavy. You know, like we are navigating a storm that right now, at least, we can't see the end of it. But the truth is, like we are stronger together. We are a community that is unique. Each of you, whether you are grinding with platinum, like high win rate with the AI bot, or you are just grinding, like learning the ropes with gold tools. It just brings something incredible to the community. Like for us, at least, you are not just traders; you are warriors. Like you are all pushing through the chaos with courage and grit, which is amazing. So like this isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving together with our bots, with your strategies, and this community spirit together. Like you are our anchor. So like let's hold steady through the storm, share our wins, challenges, and keep building something unstoppable. And you all got this. And I'm right here with you. Delio is here, Cypress is here, Native is here. We are all here for you. So let's make these times growth. Like we got this. So I just wanted to give this little speech to hype you all up. And I'm gonna leave to Delio from here.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And I think it's an important message because like what we try to foster here in this community is family, like we don't go silent when times are tough, you know, whether that's continuing to trade or teaching you how to trade tougher conditions or just straight up telling you like it's not worth trading right now. We're always going to be transparent. We're trading these markets with you guys every single day as well. And like, all of our spot bags are down. We're all feeling the pain. It is difficult to trade intraday, whether you're using the bots or you're just trading your own strategies. Like, it's all transparent here. Where, um, you know, even myself, I'm by no means a professional trader. I've only been trading, 2.5 years. Woodsbot was like my mentor back in the day, and like I've come a long way in trading, but like by no means am I a professional. You know what I mean? Like I'm right there with you guys in the trenches of all of this. We're all navigating this together, and like this is a big family. We're not going anywhere when the times are tough. We'll build you up. We'll continue to be right by your side. We'll continue to educate, and we'll all reap the rewards for those who are putting in the work when times change. So, but yeah, this is a big family, and I hope you guys feel that in the community. There's no bullshit. There's no drama. There's nothing like that, and we won't tolerate any of it. So, this is a safe place for you to exercise your trading and your skills and the psychology of trading, no matter your level. So, I think that's an important message that Talisman put out. So, I appreciate that, bro. All right, let's get into it, fam. And if you have any questions at all, like during this too, you don't even have to wait for the Q&A. Feel free to shoot them in the chat as we're going over things. I want you guys to ask. That's the whole point of these streams, is for you to learn, right? I'm up here for you guys. So let me know if you can see my screen. You guys see my screen right now? No, hold on. It's actually not sharing. All right, you should be able to see it now. All right, sweet, sweet. Okay, so we'll go over kind of like a market overview of where we're at right now. Like I said, things are not pretty, but it is what it is. There's still ways to navigate this market, and there's ways to simplify navigating this market with our bots. And even when we were ranging in here, I covered every time we were coming into these range lows. Don't don't be FOMO shorting down here or coming into these range highs. Don't be FOMO longing right here, showing you guys the tools and the bots that you can use to identify exactly what I'm talking about. So we navigated this range here pretty well, in my opinion. I think a lot of people learned a lot about how to trade ranging PA, about how to hold back from FOMO or feeling like things are going to break out or things are going to break down and acting before that actually happens. So I hope you guys made some money, learned some things in this range and whatnot. But every range breaks eventually, and the environment changes, right? Like a trending and ranging environment are completely different, and they have to be treated as so. So when we were up here and we were ranging, you could reliably short range highs and long range lows, not just on Bitcoin and Ethereum, but across the whole market. And so we covered that extensively. And anyone who doesn't know how to trade range PA or is new here and missed that, we have previous streams. If one of you guys can shoot the recording channel in the chat there, where you can go and you can watch hour-long streams where we cover how to trade range and PA. The market ranges 80% of the time. It's very important to understand how to trade ranges, and it's important to understand how to use our tools and bots to navigate those ranges. So, anyways, we had this range, but we eventually broke from it, right? You're going to break from either side of the range, and the longer the range goes on, the more extreme the break is. So this range was, February 4th till February 24th. So, it's about a 3-week range. Like it's like a more low time frame range, but still we broke the range and confirmed a break of the range, right? And your trading from inside of here differs from how you trade this entire leg down or be it a leg up. So we're gonna go into that now. Good morning, Taco. How you doing, bro? So, I would say the range confirmed being broken when we swept this low here. And we start getting candle closures below, right? Like this first candle here SFP'd, and we had an opportunity to kind of reclaim this the same way where we come down and then we reclaim and head higher, but that didn't end up happening, right? We started closing below. So there's a few ways that you can play this, and when we do break from a range or we are in trending PA, the way you want to play it is just level to level, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that, right? So even right here, it's weak price action, right? It's just folding over. The little bounces are getting weaker and weaker, and we break down. We tap into this resistance, and I'll like level by level, right? Tap into this, we come back up, and instead of pushing back into the range highs, we fail to break it. You can position short here, anticipating that this is going to be a range breakdown. And what do we get? We roll over, we come down into, and I missed taking any of the plays of the actual range breakdown myself. Like full transparency, like I missed it, and I actually like got caught in the long here, thinking that we were gonna, do what we did these previous times and just hold, 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 hold. But so what did I do? I looked for new opportunities to get involved in the market, and what happens is we come down to the next level, right? And for those of you that don't know, these levels here, the daily and H4 levels, I'll show you where we get those, because these are not just levels that I've drawn, these are levels that come from our bot. So the levels come from this spot here. This is our support and resistance on majors. This is honestly probably one of the most important bots, if not the most important for you guys to use, because this is going to give you levels on the majors, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, which you can dictate the rest of your trading on, right? Like these levels for this range were pulled from this bot, and you throw them on your chart, and for the next 3 weeks you have your levels. And again, these levels are pulled from 3 years worth of data and instantly given to you guys like this. Super clean, instant click of a button. Right? And then you can take these and put them onto your chart. Each one of these is pulled from 3 years worth of price action history. You can't eyeball levels as good as this. You just can't, right? This is like hard math. So this is like the most important bot for you guys to understand, the general overview of the market. If the market's at support, if the market's at resistance, from there you can use all of the ancillary bots everything else we have to then make decisions, find plays, look for triggers and stuff. But you want to understand, are we at support? Are we at resistance in its most simple form? And so as we break down in price, So as we break down in price, we can see again, we're playing level to level. So if you miss the initial move, because when a range breaks, you're going to get that trending PA price action, whichever direction it goes. If we break the range to the upside, you're going to trend to the upside. Because what a range is it finds a range where sellers are willing to step in at a specific price, which is range highs, and buyers are willing to step in here. Eventually, one side is going to get exhausted, and the buyers who are all buying down here are going to win until we find our next range. Or the sellers up here are going to win because the buyers are getting exhausted. And, then we go down until you're willing to find new buyers or whatever, right? Like we had a lot of sell pressure in this. There's other things, but that's the general range works. Anyways, we break down. I missed this because I looked for longs and I got caught in a stop loss here. But, I realized that we've broken the range and now we are trending to the downside. We have confirmed some candle closures hourly, 4 hour below the range lows, which we have not seen yet. We swept the lows and we did not recover it at all. And so I looked for positioning, right? I looked to get short to play this continuation. And what I looked for was the next level. You can see we came into this level, we started to roll over, and this is how I took it. I took the play basically right at the 4 hour resistance, right? You have a nice tight stop. And I looked to target some lower levels, right? Look to TP some here, look to TP some here. And you can see how it played out. It played out perfectly because like your invalidation's nice, right? Like if we hold this and then we push higher, right? Like you've got your first of all, you've got like your lower low, and then it would be a higher low from this price action here, but then you would put in a cheeky higher low, and then right, and you could look to play up to this next level here, and again, just level to level. But these levels are very important, and I suggest you go and put these on your chart because this is going to give you a very clear general bias and a very easy way to play this market. Whether you're new or experienced, you can just play Bitcoin and Ethereum with these levels and use hourly or 4 hour candle closures above or below them, and you can literally just play that and you can make really good money in this market. But it's going to give you a general bias of, are we at support or are we at resistance, and are we losing that level? So you can repeat it, right? Same thing happened here. We bounced and then we lost the level. You could have shorted. And what happened here? It's literally the exact same. We come into the level, we get the wicks, we bounce. Again, we just roll over. And then what happens? You know, if you shorted any of this, you call like a whatever 1 to 2% move, we come back up. You see that we fail to actually flip it in any meaningful way. You could have shorted again into the next level. Like, and these are good moves, right? Like, doesn't look like, but a 3% move on Bitcoin, especially when you have a stop of like 1.5%. That's a 2 to 3 hour play right there. That's absolutely beautiful. And again, look, it's levels, right? Like what happens when we come in here? We touch into it perfectly. It acts as support, comes back up. It acts as resistance. Like very easily, you can just look at this PA with the levels and see how you can play this. And what happens? We never flip or we never close any meaningful candles above this, and we reject. We go deeper into support towards this one. We get our bounce, but again, sellers are just way too strong, so we roll over. But what I'm trying to explain to you guys is like we break the range here. You could have played the bearish retest. This one was difficult because we just sold off real hard. But we come into the next support. Rollover, you could have played this as a short because again, we're trending now. We're not ranging. We are not ranging unless you reclaim this, but it's not likely given that we're already losing levels, closing 4 hour candles and whatnot below. So you switch your mindset, you switch the way that you approach the market. Now, at the same time, you can short alts that are doing the same thing, right? That are losing specific levels at the same time that this does. But for the purpose of this video and the support resistance levels we're going over to play trending, we'll just stick to Bitcoin right now. So you had bearish retest here was an opportunity. Sure, if you wanted to short this, but I'm not even going to count that. You had this as a second opportunity to get short. You had, one, two, three, four, five more opportunities to get short in here. And on it goes, right? So you had a lot of opportunities to get short on the market, even if you missed the initial move. So don't feel FOMO. Don't feel like, don't try and long everything when we've broken a 3 week range to the downside. And don't try and short everything when we've broken a 3 week range to the upside. Play the levels. And like you would just do the same thing going to the upside. You would play the flips of resistance if we broke to the upside. So I hope that gives you guys a bit of an understanding of how to play level to level when we break down or break up and we get some more trending PA versus having that range in PA we had for 3-4 weeks. So I'll stop there for a second and let me know if you guys have any questions on that. So DJ, how do you integrate this level? So all you would do is you just go like this. You just click this and you just draw level 89.1. So, I would just come in, put a level, and just literally go like 89.1 and just label it daily resistance. Like I already have mine there, but that's all you do. You just take a look at it. And these don't change that often, right? You could come in every 2-3 days and just update real quick and see if one or two have changed. But like you generally just come in one time and just pop these levels in and then just keep them on your chart. Would you say daily versus 4 hour means it's a stronger support resistance? Yeah, 100%. So the daily resistances are much stronger than the 4 hour. The same way that a 4 hour would be stronger than a 1 hour, and a weekly would be stronger than a daily. So the higher the time frame, the level, the stronger it actually is. So does everyone have a general understanding of how to play, more trending PA from level to level? Very simple stuff. Like this is very basic trading. But when this is all happening, right? Like that's what I'm trying to tell you is like there's a way to cut the noise out. Yeah, sure, we're trending down, so it fucking hurts. Everyone's spot bags are taking a hit. Coins look like dog shit. If you're trying to long, you're getting wrecked. So like if it's breaking to the upside, it's a lot easier to really chill, but you can still capitalize on this and keep a cool head just playing level to level, right? Can you show us again how you add the lines? Yeah, 100%. So you come into here and we have the bot. All you do is you click this daily 4 hour, whichever coin you're looking for, and you just click, right? So, if you have the levels 89,100, you just go into your trading view. You just like click horizontal line, place it, and then edit that line to be exactly where you want it. You just put the price. Super, super simple. You just kind of like manually transfer them over onto your chart. But yeah, again, right? Like just general market update too is, what happened? We kind of ranged here a little bit, support. We lost this, we broke it, we came back up, but we failed to hold it, put in a bearish retest, right? You could have shorted here, you could have shorted here, you could have longed here into the levels, you know, failed to break it, maybe now it's the weekend. So it's like probably just going to chop around in this general area without any real direction. It'll kind of look like we're going to do it. And it'll kind of look like we're going to break down. Probably something like this with just low liquidity. So much happened in the market previous leading up to this. There's not going to be any big moves to either side, probably till markets open Monday. But, just play it level to level. If we do end up, taking these highs here and we flip this level and turn it into support, perfect, right? Like you can now change these to green and understand that this is a support. And maybe what price does for a little bit is, takes those highs here, we reject, we come down here, right? And we start to range a bit in between here. And you just do the same thing you had here. And just for example's sake, let's say it just goes for, the next 2 weeks and you just have your little range like this. And you play it the exact same, right? And now after you watch this video, you understand that, if we break to the upside convincingly, okay, well, what do? You just play level to level all the way back up. It's as simple as that. So, trying to give you guys the tools to understand not only how to trade ranges, which are the most difficult PA, without a doubt. They are designed to be difficult, right? Like the psychology of a range is it is designed to make you feel like it's going to break out here. It is designed to make you get long, and then it's designed to break down. Down here, it's designed to make you think, okay, we're going to lose it. It's over. Range low is not going to hold. And then we go back up. And in the middle, it's designed to confuse the hell out of you and make you chop yourself up, right? It's just, coins are passing around from buyers to sellers until one side breaks because the other one can't do it anymore, right? They lose momentum, they lose steam. They're not willing to buy or sell at these levels anymore. And then it finds the next area of balance. So that's kind of a little breakdown on how to play trending PA. But just throw these on your chart. Go and watch the previous videos. You'll understand, majority of what I cover has to do with making sure that you understand whether we're at support or resistance. And then you use the rest of the bots to then say, okay, how are alts looking at resistance? How are alts looking at support? Do I have 30-minute divergences now that everything's on support? Do I have 30-minute divergences? Is there overbought, oversold triggers now that things are at resistance and whatnot? So definitely get familiar with the support resistance and just throw the lines on and just go back. Just look at your price action. Just go look at the history of it, back test it, take a look, see how the levels hold. But yeah, that's generally how you can trade trending PA when we break out of a range, and it's important to understand that because it will happen again. And hopefully this time you can actually be prepared and capitalize on it, especially if it's to the downside. Like you want to be able to play this, right? Because if you're holding spot, your bags are going down, things don't look good. You don't want to be also losing money trying to long everything after we've broken out of a range, right? You want to the only time you're going to want to long is that you see some consolidation, some low time frame structure shifts that are bullish. It's like, okay, yeah, for sure then. But you don't want to be the guy longing this all whole way down while your spot bags are dumping, right? You want to understand, take this video, internalize it, and say, okay, we have the same thing that Dilio was explaining when the range break happened. It's happening again. How do I play this? How do I keep a cool head? And how do I capitalize on this? Does the bot only work with BTC and Ether also? Yeah, so we are also creating a bot for you guys with altcoins to give you levels. But right now, what we have, we're just updating the bot. So what we have right now is Bitcoin, ETH, and Sol. But eventually, we will have the other altcoins for you guys as well to throw the levels on there. So that's another thing too. This month we have a lot of updates coming, a lot of new bots, a lot of updates to bots. We got a big giveaway coming tomorrow for those of you that aren't on Twitter. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Markets are down, markets are shit, but we don't stop building behind the scenes. We're educating, we're updating our bots and building new bots. We're coming up with giveaways to give back to the community in these times where things are down. We're always looking for ways to improve and run this community regardless of conditions, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And we do that better than most. So all right, so another question or another second or two here. We'll see if there's any questions on how to play what I just talked about, any confusion on it. Just let me know before we move on. Crystal clear. Good, good. Love to hear it. All right, cool. So we talked a lot about scalping because you can't scalp in a range. Higher time frame range, sure, you can't swing trade in a range. Is what I'm trying to say. Higher time frame ranges, yes, but you're not looking for swing long positions here. When a range breaks, you are then looking for swing positions, right? And that's something we haven't covered yet. We covered a lot of the low time frame stuff. Your 30-minute divergences, your Monday high and low sweeps, your OBOS, overbought, oversold. So like a lot of these lower time frame bots, and I'll just show you guys because I know there's a lot of new people in here. So, we have this bot here. This is OBOS. This is going to show you the coins every 30 minutes that are oversold or overbought on their RSI. So every 30 minutes, this will update, and this is going to show you this is the number that they are on their RSI. This is your RSI here. You can see, every time we come into range highs, your RSI will be overbought. And every time we come into range lows, and we have a video on this as well on previous streams, your RSI will be here, oversold. So this is a tool that's going to tell you, price is overbought or oversold. You can expect a reversal soon. Doesn't mean it's going to happen right away. But this bot here will show you which coins are at their highest and lowest points on the RSI. So this basically just hands you coins that you can open up every 15 minutes, every 30 minutes, and every 4 hours and essentially look to play. It really just hands you the coins. And not only that, it'll tell you where they're at on the RSI. But when they have this means that there's a divergence. So not only does it tell you where they're at, but this tells you there's a literal divergence on the coin, meaning that you have a bullish or bearish divergence. This essentially hands you plays. So we have that. We have the 30-minute divergence bot as well. So every 30 minutes, this bot will update with any and all coins that have a bullish or bearish divergence. So you could come into here every 30 minutes and go and find plays with this very, very easily. We have the Monday range bot. Where's that? So those of you that aren't familiar, Monday range forms on Monday, obviously, and then it kind of acts as a low time frame range. It's great for scalping. This is another low time frame bot that we have, which every time a Monday high or low is swept on alts, you'll be alerted. Very easy to find plays with this. Again, I've made more videos. There's the YouTube, there's other streams for those that missed that. So I suggest you check those out. So just for those of you that are new, that's kind of just some of the bots low time frame that I'm speaking about. But now we want to look at how to swing trade with the bots. So swing trades, anything higher time frame, 4 hour, daily, weekly, monthly, things like that. So for swing trades, we're zooming out, right? Swing trading becomes, the ranges get bigger, right? This is low time frame range here, low time frame range. But like swing trading, call it your range lows, your range high, probably somewhere in here. But the extremes, the lows and the highs. So we have high time frame bots just as much as we have low time frame bots. And I'll show you guys exactly how you can look to play swing positions. For those of you that swing, those of you that are looking to pick up spot, or you work more than the average person, so you're only looking to get involved in the market at points like this, points of maximum opportunity, where you're looking to hold this position for whatever, few weeks, month, whatever it ends up being, right? You can see these moves. These are a lot bigger than this. This is intraday scalping, making the money that we can in the range with what we're given, and tools make it easy. But like, this is where you pick up spot coins. This is where you look to hold for longer term. This is where you look to compound those spot bags and continue to play to a higher time frame range high and stuff. But the same way we have 30-minute divergences, we also give 4-hour divergences. So again, the most important thing you're going to want to use is the actual levels themselves. So for the sake of this, I'm just going to So you have the levels. You're going to want to use the daily levels as points of interest for where you want to get involved in the market for swings, right? Now, getting involved in the swing positions happens at a much lower frequency because of, it's a 4-hour candle. It's a daily candle. These are not 30-minute candles where you're getting involved intraday. You have to be patient when we're up here to get new positions, right? You're looking for a test into range lows, some sweeps of the lows. You're accumulating here, accumulating DCA in here, right? And it pays off as you rally up. So It's important to have the levels first and foremost, and then you want to use the 4-hour divergences just as much as you would use the 30. It's the same thing, different time frame, right? So you can see, for instance, here, the first time we have our daily resistance levels, this little range. On the 4-hour time frame, we come up and we put a higher high on price with a lower high on the RSI. You get your divergences here, your bearish divergences, telling you that on a higher time frame, buyers are losing momentum into the major resistance area. So either you're TPing your shorts, at least some from down here, you're looking to hedge into positions for short here, or you're selling your coins altogether, or whatever it is. But at least being aware that we are coming into a high time frame resistance and giving high time frame divergences is going to tell you that the market, the buyers are losing momentum into a very key area. Now, if that area is flipped, great, huge indication we're going to continue higher. But if you continue to put divergences and show weakness and SFPs and things, be cautious, look for shorts, hedge, do whatever you need to do. And you can see what happens, right? And these are big moves. Like we're talking, 15% swings on Bitcoin. So it's the same as a 30-minute divergence. It's just a higher time frame. Now, you can also use what we have, the indexes. So I'll do more videos on indexes, and we do explain what the indexes are. But the index is, so total, for example, is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all altcoins on one chart. So it's all into one chart. This is the total market cap of crypto. So this is like the whole general market put onto one chart. It's called an index. Now, this is a high time frame indication, the 4-hour. This is an OBV2 because we get rid of the cards from the past just for the sake of how many we upload through whatever. So this is just, if anyone's wondering why this is OBV, not RSI. It's just for example's sake, you would receive the cards like this inside of here. So we have an entire section for the indexes, and the indexes include ETH BTC, which is the strength of ETH versus Bitcoin. We have total 3, total 2, total. We have USDT dominance. And if this doesn't make sense to you guys, like we'll do more education on it, but we do have some educational pieces on it already. But those of you that do understand, we offer divergences on the indexes, and you can play this when you get divergences on an index or multiple indexes. It gives you an idea that the market is looking for a reversal, not right away. Could play out in a few days, could play out in the next few hours, but it prepares you to understand that, okay, if I'm looking for swing positions and I'm not buying swing positions here. I'm not buying on this leg up, right? But I want swing positions for the next move. Well, when we come down here and your 4-hour RSI starts getting oversold, you're getting divergences. This is telling you like, okay, you can start to accumulate your favorite coins. Now is the time to get involved in the market. And alongside of this, like if we look at Bitcoin at the same time, this is January 13th, right? This just says resistance right now because it is, but like this would be your support. Change it quick. Sake of the video. So this is your support, and you would see that like price has come down into your support, touch down into this daily support below here, and this is happening at the same time that you're getting higher time frame indications on the indexes that we are having divergences. The sellers are losing momentum. Okay, the sellers are losing momentum on the higher time frame picture, right? We have a sweep of this super key low here with an SFP. You have a 4-hour divergence bullish on the indexes. Bitcoin itself is testing into support. It also swept the lows and SFP'd, it tapped into this daily support, right? Like you have all the indications you need to get involved in the market in some swing positions, right? Like we swept very key lows here, put in a beautiful candle close. You could start accumulating your favorite coins, the strong coins, the coins you have your eyes on, the AI coins, the on chain coins, whatever it may be, right? And you can see what happens. The market completely rallies from there. It's like 20% into new all time highs. So that's how you can look to understand the areas using the daily and the 4 hour support and resistance. You look for the divergences across Bitcoin and Ethereum, as well as the indexes, all giving you like, the flashing light saying, okay, it's probably time to start taking caution here, hedging, or here it's time, start accumulating your favorite coins with easy validation of like losing this low, closing back below these levels. And what happens? We rally 20% into here. Well, it's just rinse and repeat, guys. It's the same thing that happened here. You have your levels. You come, you put in a 4 hour bearish divergence. If you got involved in the market here, you're taking profits off here and you're looking to hedge. And what happens? Like, I mean, anyone who shorted up here and first of all held is like crazy that you held. But even if you just held it back down to the range lows, right? It's a 15% move again. And you don't just have to play Bitcoin. You can time all the alts, ETH, anything in the market here for shorts. Same as here. You can time anything in the market, ETH, Bitcoin, alts for longs. Same here, right? And it just rinses and repeats. And what happens down here? Like, look where we are now. You have divergence, with two divergences, double bear, div. So your price makes a your price in a bear div makes a lower low like this, but you can see the price here makes a higher low. It does not go as low as this one. This one's very obvious. RSI here makes a higher low while your price makes a lower low, indicating that sellers are losing momentum. Even though price is going lower, sellers are losing momentum. Your momentum indicator is telling you that's the divergence, right? And so, if you played the last 4 hour bear div up here, and I believe we had some in here, but whatever, if you held all the way down, and now you're looking to get long swing positions, and this is where you want to look for swing positions. You start seeing these indications, you start getting divergences on your actual indexes as well, right? It's like that's giving you the indicator that don't necessarily look for swing positions here. Wait for some divergences to form. And this is like an overextended move in terms of this is drastic. We've had a lot of build up. There's a lot of shit in the market we had to wipe out and stuff. So, but you're accumulating coins in here, or you can be at least, with confidence from the bots giving you the indications that, we're making those divergences. We're starting to lose momentum. We're coming into really key levels. All of the indexes are making divergences. So it's kind of like an overview on how you can play swing positions. It's the same thing. If you guys understand the 30-minute divs, you just go on the 4 hour. It's just bigger positions held for longer periods of time, bigger swings. And then we'll take a look at alts because like I was saying, so this is the 13th of January. So Bitcoin on the 13th of January, we're talking about this price action where Bitcoin did this, where we already spoke about. At the same time, you were getting your indexes flashing, right? You're getting all the indications that you can look for swing positions. Okay, well, now you get 4 hour alerts for alts, right? So if you come into here, every 4 hours, you're going to get bullish or bearish divergences across all the altcoins in the market, and it's going to look like this, right? And so you would have got them for this, and like the positions, like they're big swings, right? It's a 30% position on ADA. Doge, the exact same time on the 13th. You can see position anywhere in here. It doesn't matter. It's a 35% move. This one is crazy. It's Bartcoin. You positioned anywhere into here. You caught the absolutely ridiculous rally off of the fact that we bottomed out on Bitcoin, we bottomed out on the indexes. You have a 4-hour divergence, which was alerted in the Discord. If you positioned into this, like you know, you printed ridiculously. It's a 280% move. And like, well, what happened up here? Come up, your price makes a higher high, and your RSI makes a lower high. So you ride the 4-hour bull div all the way up, and there are some divs in here. Sure, this coin went absolutely ballistic, but the top was mapped out from a 4-hour bear div as well. If you shorted this again, you just printed ridiculously, but it's the same thing. So you can use this on the 30-minute time frame, this exact thing that I'm talking about, to scalp, play ranges, things like that. Or you can use it on the 4-hour time frame to catch swing positions. Again, just time things with Bitcoin and Ethereum, time it with the indexes. Simple. And then the other bot we have as well is the OBOS. Same as I just showed you guys the OBOS for the 30-minute. It's the exact same thing. This is going to tell you which coins are the most overbought or oversold. And another function of this I forgot to mention is we split them. So we show you which ones are high caps, which ones are mid caps, and which ones are low caps. High caps are the least risky. That means they're the highest volume, highest liquidity coins, highest market cap coins. They're going to react to levels and PA and everything a lot better. Mid caps is the middle of that. Low caps, a lot of volatility, lower liquidity. These things can make moves that are unexpected. So it just gives you an idea of, do you want to play less risky coins? Do you want to play more risky coins? However you want to go about it. So those are the tools and kind of the method that you can use in order to catch swing trades with our bots. I'll pause again here now for anyone who has questions on that. If anything doesn't make any sense, just let me know now. No questions? No. All right, we're all swing trade masters. Let's go. Yeah, so I mean, that's what I wanted to show you guys today. I wanted to show you. Yeah, no problem, Bobby. Appreciate you guys coming on. Like, I know it's a Saturday. You guys are the ones in here grinding, the people putting in the work. And I say this consistently and I mean it, I'm not just blowing smoke. And the people that are putting in the time and the effort and the work when the rest of the market is quiet or taking time off because conditions are shit, these are the people who are going to win. These are the people who, when conditions get good, will be called lucky. The sleepless nights, the weekends worked, the time put in, the amount of journal entries and notes and all of it. You guys, the ones who are here, you guys, the ones who are putting in work, and even the ones who aren't, but are going to rewatch these streams later, you guys are the ones who are going to reap the rewards. And I'm going to be here. Talisman, Cypress, everyone inside of this Discord and Woodsbot is going to be here with you, doing everything we can to educate you, to bring you the most and the highest tech bots and tools that we can to navigate these markets, to make money in these markets, to learn in these markets. And so, I'm here. I'm here every single day in these chats. I'm here every single day on the Twitter. I'm pushing for your guys' growth, right? Like at Woodsbot, we literally, like, our core essence is we are grinding for your guys' win. Trading can change your life, and crypto sure as fuck can change your life, but it is very volatile. We have downtimes like this, crazy drawdowns in the market. The emotions and the roller coaster in crypto are like nothing else in this world, but that's what makes it so special. If you can use proper risk management and you can learn to trade and you can figure out this as a skill that transfers to the rest of your life, you can quit your 9 to 5. You can buy that house. You can give your family the life they've always wanted. You can do whatever you want. I've seen it time and time and time again with all of these people who have been in the positions where they've lost everything. They've been liquidated 10 times. They've had their families die and everything during all of this and just been depressed and down in the ditches and changed their entire life with crypto. Like, I know these people. I've talked to these people. I've seen it time and time again. This is the land of opportunity. And I just want to get that through to you guys. And that's what Woodsbot is here. Is like, I want you guys to understand the tools and the bots that we've created for you guys to achieve your dreams and to change your lives. And like, I'm going to be here through the thick and thin. We all are helping you guys get there. Right. So, a little bit of a rant, but like, the opportunities over the next 12 to 24 months truly, truly, truly can change your life. And I just want to make that as apparent as possible. And if you are serious about becoming proficient at trading and learning this, then I will never stop grinding for your win. Woodsbot will never stop grinding for your win. We appreciate all of the support, everyone on Twitter, everyone in the community. There's enough for all of us to eat in this game. This is not a selfish game. This is not a competition. We can all win, and it's kind of how we view this at Woodsbot. So, see what questions we got here. Could you tell us something about the new bots? Yeah. So, for those of you that have been around, we're develop. I'm not sure when we're rolling these out, but we do have some bot updates coming for you guys and some new bots, I believe, soon. Some of the new ones we're creating though, which I'm not going to let you know when they come out, but we're creating some multiple confluence bots. So I teach the strategies of like 30-minute divergences into a sweep of Monday high or low, or 30-minute divergences into a support or resistance. Well, down the line, we're going to have bots that literally tell you, for instance, just say Sol has a 30-minute divergence into a sweep of Monday high. So it takes a little of the manual labor of you finding the two different alerts and says, like, look, you got two very clear signals where you could almost just hop in, pull the trigger, right? So we have some of those coming. We have a ton of new bots coming as well in terms of just new and updated ways to view the market, different information. And we are always updating the current bots that we have as well, right? Like eventually we're going to have a support and resistance bot for the other coins. That will be huge. We are always, and like the other thing I want to touch on too is that what I'm showing you guys is just the V1, V2 bots, the gold access. We have an entire AI bot that runs with, a 70 to 80% hit rate that is the platinum level. And there's ways to get access to that. It's either a million monthly volume in terms of your trading, which sounds more difficult than it actually is to achieve. Just like it's not that bad, or you can support us heavily through the socials where you can also get access to that. And we do giveaways for access and things like that too. So always stay tuned for that. But the main goal and one of the things I'm trying to teach you guys is to become proficient with these bots so you can get access to the AI bot. The AI bot is all you do is you set your limits, you have the patience and you manage your risk and you get filled and you ride those. And it's insane. You see it on our Twitter, you see it everywhere. Like my main goal is to get everyone access to that because that will truly change your life. That's like you're trading with an AI bot that has an extremely high hit rate and you don't have to do the legwork. Right now, you're putting in the work and you should too, right? You want to become proficient at trading. You don't want to just be handheld. But just know that there is an AI bot aspect to this that is like the higher tier of Woodsbot. What I'm showing you guys is the V1 and V2 tools. So, the things we have at Woodsbot and what we built, it's extensive. And I want you guys to have the ability to access all of it. So I'm trying to teach you how to make money with this and trying to teach you to build yourselves up as traders and get involved in this market to get to that point. So we got, when marking the top and bottom of the range, do you always choose the area between support and resistance lines? Yeah, if it's there, right? Like, for instance, I deleted the other range stuff there. You just kind of map it out, right? Like down here, if we look, like here, for instance, it could just be that this is it, but like this hard line daily support just acts as the level. So maybe you have like a box here, and then this is just like the single line. You kind of just map out wherever the range ends up playing, or it could just be two single lines in here if we end up ranging. So you just kind of put the levels on, and in the previous range, you could see that there was clearly defined box lines where like over time, it was kind of an area, but it could just be like this where it's just two different levels. It's kind of different every time. You just kind of map that out. Let's see. Can you please show us by sampling H bar? There's 4 hour and 30-minute bearish signs. Let's take a look here. So yeah, you can see clearly had like a very strong, very strong push up. Starting to get overbought here. We swept some key lows, or sorry, some key highs. So like 30-minute div here, a clear scalp opportunity, right? So you had your 30-minute div here. So again, the 30-minute divs are scalps, right? So when this was confirmed on this candle closure, you could have positioned like so, stops above that other key high here, whatever, just do like 3% stop, target back into somewhere like this, whatever. You could have played that 30-minute and, you catch just about a 5% move. And you're going to TP some, come into some lows, you come into like the previous levels that you swept, like this becomes like a little support. And what happens, right? Like, you sweep those lows and you end up holding it. So just scalping, it's like lower time frame stuff. Like, you would take your TP1, your stops would be break even. Nice, clean, easy play. Got the div into as well, the the overbought. So if we look, like guarantee, we go in OBOS. So you can look inside of the OBOS bot and you go H bar. So like what did H bar get up to? That's 76, 78, 84, right? So H bar like every 30 minutes yesterday during this whole period here was showing you that it's like overbought. So like using our bots, you could easily see that this thing was super overbought. So you'd have like 84 is up there, right? So that's here when it's way up. So you would have got the 30-minute div inside of the Discord. So let's just go in our side, or let's just go. So we're looking at alt 30-minute divs. You can just type in H bar. Then you can see, you had your bearish divergences confirming here. And when this closed and you got the alert of the 30-minute divergence, and you can see on the OBOS that it's one of the most, well, it is the most overbought coin at the time. You could have positioned into a scalp, right? Just simple TA, put your stops above like some more structural highs and, ride that down. And then just, it's the same thing, wait for a 4-hour div to form out. We don't have that yet. And if we did have one previous, it's broken now. So, maybe price does something like this. Maybe we go up and we sweep that high. Get something like that. RSI goes like something like that. You get your 4-hour div alert, and then you can position however you want. Swing position, so you just position bigger stops. Play it back down into like this area or something. So that's kind of how you could play the 30 and 4-hour. Leo, could you explain how you recommend to take profits and then stop loss break even? Yeah, so there's tons of factors that come into that. Like I just explained with this, every single trade is going to be different. Like you would have positioned into this 30-minute here, and like even at a 3% move down into the support or the sweep of this, like you would take a TP and move your stops. Generally, I just move my stops. I move my stops up and take profits anywhere between 3 and 5%. I've traded a little longer, so I have a lot of things that I watch personally to understand, when we're losing momentum or whatever. But as a general rule, like you just want to take some profit off as you come into either support or resistance, or you sweep some lows or highs, or you just see some low time frame change in direction, if you understand what you're looking for. But it varies, and in conditions that are choppy, you want to be more aggressive on taking profits and moving stops, because even if you're going to get stopped break even a lot in choppy environments, and that's okay. You're not losing money, right? But you want to be more aggressive with your take profits in choppy conditions, and you want to let things run longer in trending conditions. So if we go back to Bitcoin, when we had the confirmation that we had broken the range, and you now understand we've broken the range, right? Like like I said, I shorted here on the loss of this. Like I took some profits off here and I took some profits off here, but I was gonna let this run, right? Like that's like it's a big move. It's like 6% move. Like that's a big move on Bitcoin. Um, but I understand that we're now trending, and like the thing is I could have stayed positioned here and caught, a 15% move, right? So if we're trending, you want to let things run because we've broken out of a range. Price is going to trend in the direction it's broken out of, right? Like I could have caught a 15% move on Bitcoin, just taking profits here, letting the rest ride. As opposed to like any position you take up here, you position here, it's going to come back. You position down here, it's going to come back. You position up here, it's going to come back, right? Like you're in a range. So any positions up here, like they're revisited, blah, blah, blah. So you're more aggressive on moving your stops and taking profits versus if it's trending, you're just kind of letting it go and taking profits at different levels. But general rule, just, support resistance, some highs and lows, take profit off, move your stops, you know, whatever, after you take your first TP around 3%, whatever. It's different for everyone though. Like there's a lot that you can go into with that, and everyone will have a different answer. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, no problem. Push no limit. Happy that makes sense. What do you think? Yeah, so Tia looks really good, obviously. You have like your general range here that it was operating in. Range highs, range lows, flip range highs, come back in, test range lows, flip it again, going like, looks good. It's definitely a strong point. And then identifying strong coins in the market, right, is like perfect because once you have a strong coin, like, you can look for triggers. So anytime you now have some structure broken out of a range. So if you wanted to play TIA, you're looking for price to come back into here, whatever. But what you can do is, now that you want to play TIA, wait to look for a 30-minute div because the coin is strong. Wait for our bot to give you the alert of a 30-minute div and look to play it, right? Like, TIA is broken out of a range. That structurally you've got your low, you've got your higher low. Sorry, you've got your higher high, you've got your higher low, you've got your higher high. So you can look for your higher low and just look for triggers inside of Woodsbot to get involved in that next move there. You guys have any other questions? Can be anything, general trading, psychology, our bots, how to get access, whatever it is. We have a ton of tools. So I don't want to look at too many charts because we just kind of follow the bots and stuff. But if you get in, no, you're good, man. No worries. Of course you can ask. I just want to stick to questions about the bots and everything. But like when you get access to the gold chat and stuff, all day, every day, everyone's in there talking about the different plays. They're looking at the different bot analysis and things like that. So definitely, if you're interested, we have very straightforward. And the thing is too, like I want to make it clear that like there is no cost to you guys to join. It's just a ref link. Like you literally just sign up with a ref link. You deposit $500 on it and you just trade. Like there's no cost for you guys to get access to any of this. The community inside too, when you get access, is beautiful. You know, everyone is using these bots all day, every day. They're giving analysis on the market. They're looking for trades. We're all finding trades together, things like that. And like, there literally is zero cost to you. Like, you just sign up under a ref link, put 500 minimum on there, and just trade. That's it. So all of this that you guys are getting, there's no monthly fee. There's no one-time payment of like 500 to us. You know, you just sign up. That's it. The price goes on the wrong direction. How do you decide if to take the loss early or keep stop loss at the initial point? So basically, when the price goes in the wrong direction, how do you decide if you take loss early or keep the stop loss at the initial point? So when you set your stop loss, like what you're setting your stop loss at, for instance, I was looking to short this, right? Like you're setting your stop loss at the last higher high, right? Because for whatever reason, I mean, in this instance, you're like shorting against the trend, but whatever. Say you have a sweep and whatnot. Like you're setting your stop loss at a point where the play is invalidated, right? So like it does not matter if price does this, literally chops around for whatever hours right at your stop. It's like it's not invalidated because it has not pushed back above the last high there. So you just let it play, right? Like you're choosing your stop loss position at a point where if it's hit, the play is invalidated, meaning your idea, your thesis for the trade is wrong. So you just let it fully play out. But if you're also doing, so I kind of also think I understand what you're saying. So let's say, let's get rid of some of this. Like we have here a bull div, right? So you can see your price makes a lower low while your RSI makes a higher low. You have a bullish divergence. Price is going lower, but your momentum indicator is showing you that it's not matching up. And it goes right into that range low that we were talking about. Beautiful position. You would have received a 30-minute divergence card inside of the Discord here. For the sake of finding a play, let's just look at this. You have a bullish divergence here. This is the 25th of February. So you come into here, we can go in channel, and we're going to look at the 30-minute RSI, and we're going to go TIA. It's going to show you that there was a bullish divergence. What day is this? The 25th. So you can even look up on, and you can get a date. So you can back test all of this, learn these bots, look up TIA. So it might have happened on the 4th. You could look up to is doing ADOS 30-minute on the 25th. I'm on the right date. Okay, well, either way, like you have your bullish divergence here and it's oversold, right? So you would have had multiple indicators inside of the Discord to get involved in this play. Now, what you're saying is, how do you take this play? So you go long, and I think you're asking like, how do you use the RSI to know if you should like stay in this play or if it invalidates? So if you're in this play and you took it off of a 30-minute divergence, the way that it would invalidate, it wouldn't be a real stop, just say your stop's like here. The way that this would invalidate is if price ends up rolling over more like this, and instead of you putting in another div, which would look like, what, just say like that. So you're putting in another div, your price again goes lower, but your RSI stays higher. That's good. But if your RSI did this, and it rolled over as well and went lower than that one, so your RSI instead of making the div higher, went lower and broke this, that would be an indication that like, okay, like the bull div has not held and you could get out of the play early because like you're most likely going to go lower until you put in another bull div, right? Like, let me know if that makes sense to you. So basically, when your bull or bear div breaks, it can give you an early indication to get out of the trade before it goes to your stop loss. That is one method. So Panda, will you do a similar stream on how to manage AI bot trades? I'm struggling with them. So yeah, market conditions are tough too, even for an AI bot. We can do separate streams as well on the AI stuff too, for members of the AI bot if they find that useful. And any issues or struggles you're having to, just shoot them in the platinum chat. Everyone is like super, super helpful, just like gold chat in terms of explaining how they play the bots, different strategies and things like that. Yeah, so that is the system I use. I play divergences a lot with my strategy, and if a divergence breaks, then I exit the trade early because an indication that we're going to go higher or lower. Doesn't mean it always plays out, but it has a higher hit rate than not. So if the div breaks that I'm playing, meaning that you don't close with the divergence, then yeah. But that's the golden thing with the 30-minute div bot is like when the div is formed, you'll get the alert, right? So like inside of here, like this will give you the 30-minute divergence when the candle is closed and confirmed, right? Now the next candles after that, depending how they go, can invalidate it in other ways, but the div itself was confirmed, and that's why the card is put into here for you, which makes it easier. Batman, Santa, I hope to see you guys in gold, boys. Lilos, if you guys need help, we got Coin Master. Anyone who needs help or has questions on how to join too, like just feel free to ask. Open up a ticket. Talisman will help you out very, very quick to answer in there. Anything you need in terms of how to get access, what is required, just open up a ticket and let him know. And if you're playing the 30-minute RSI, do you close it early anytime lower? No, so if I'm playing a 30-minute div and it invalidates on the 30, then I'll close. But whatever div I'm watching is what I will use for my invalidation. So if I'm taking the trade on a 15-minute and it invalidates the 15-minute, then I'll close. But there's also nuances to it because maybe the 15 invalidates, but the 30 stays. Like, so just what I would suggest is if you're newer to divergences or not super experienced with them, just stick to straight 30s. 30s are going to give you the highest hit rate, the most amount of plays that you can take, the most back testing of data that you can collect. And I think, in my experience, anyways, they have the highest hit rate in terms of like 15 or hourly 5 minutes. So I would just stick to 30-minute divs. Majority of our bots are focused around 30-minute divs too, so it gives you a lot to play with. All right, guys. Well, we've been on for an hour and 15 minutes. If there are any other questions, I'm still here. Just to let me know. If not, we'll look to end this, and Cypress will get this recording up for you guys. And then, yeah, moving forward, like I said, I'm going to get more traders from the Discord on for you to explain how they look at the bots, how they take trades with the bots. Because again, all of this experience and the way that I trade and stuff is just me. Trading is like a blank canvas. Every single one of you guys is going to approach it differently, going to look at it differently, and that's the beauty of it. And I want to learn from other traders. I think other traders coming on is going to benefit the community a ton. So yeah, I'm excited about that, and we'll be bringing that to you guys moving forward. No problem, fam. Thank you guys for showing up on a Saturday. Appreciate you all. You guys are, we don't exist without our community, and that's why we try to do everything we can to give back to you guys, and we appreciate the hell out of you guys. Just know that. All right, fam. It's been a good stream. I hope you guys learned something. As always, I'm always available in gold chat, platinum chat, general chat, whatever. Tag me with any questions, thoughts, ideas, charts, whatever. Doesn't matter. And yeah, let's keep killing it. It's been tough. Conditions are shit, but we keep riding. We keep educating ourselves. We keep grinding and learning. and things will get better. This market's not going anywhere, and when it does get better, we will be ready for it, and we will be the ones that they call lucky at the end of all of this. Appreciate that push. Appreciate that. All right, fam. I hope everyone has a really good weekend. We'll run another stream next week, and yeah, enjoy your time. Let's kill it. Love you guys. Peace, peace.